seen. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm going blind.
All right.
The fog of war.
Following some of the
wood pulp of war.
guidelines given to you,
All right.
you go deeper into the forest. Really, it appears to be more of like animal trails than it is than any sort of really path. And following the directions, you end up finding yourselves into a large grouping of trees, very tall. And apparently you're supposed to climb to the top of said trees. You don't see anything in the area at all.
Well, they said we wouldn't.
Huh?
They said we wouldn't.
That's true.
Snake boy, get up a tree.
boy.
Man, I don't know. I'm not familiar so much with your species.
We reached maturity after only 8 years. I forgot your.
Well, snake man, then.
All right.
I beg your pardon.
Acrobatics to make it up the tree.
Yeah. I mean, do anybody have climbing gear of any sort or ropes?
I've got a rope. It's not going to help the first guy up.
I got a grappling hook.
Grappling hook,
I could
ropes.
lend that there.
I've got at least a 15-foot vertical leap.
Okay.
Just saying.
For ease of sake.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys using your gear and such, and you managed to climb up the tree. You figure that you climbed up about 80 feet. Before you finally see, indeed, what appears to be a flying piece of, or several pieces of stone, carved stone.
No shit. It is flying.
Yeah.
And it looks like about 20 feet in diameter. A little platform. And there's only about this much of it showing.
What's blocking the rest of the view of the tower? Like, why can't we see any more or less? Is it lower?
I think it just fades
You
out.
see
like
absolutely nothing.
It just fades out into like invisibility. I think is kind of a deal, right?
It's just like,
How far away is it?
you figure right now it's probably about 30 feet away. There's various branches that go really, really close. You could probably shorten the distance. Depends on how heavy you are and how much you want to give.
Well, you and I can both jump 30 feet.
I'll make the jump.
Thicker branches get within 10 feet. Thinner
All right.
branches get within a foot.
I'll get as close as I feel comfortable and make the jump over to it.
Okay. And an easy jump it is.
Okay.
And I'll
You make
follow
it.
him.
And you make it.
Oh, do we all go up the tree?
I thought.
Okay.
They put grapples and rope and
Sure.
et cetera and helping each
Yeah,
other up.
I'm trying to help everybody get up.
That would be nice.
Oh,
You guys are on your own.
clangy, heavy son of a bitch. Let's go.
Larry, since I cast mage armor, how much time has passed? Since the rust monster.
Probably 4 hours.
Great.
So you should have another 4 left.
If you guys got rope to
And
hand
you
down to
regained-
me, I'll
Yes.
have
Oh, yeah.
climb and
Any-
you could have pull
Sure.
me up.
Yes,
Sure.
using the glyph magic system, I've regained my magic points in that time.
Yeah, you notice one of the cool things he does. He does this weird thing where he puts symbols in the air and such and makes weird things when he casts spells. But that's
Okay.
that's what a glyph wizard does.
I didn't. Yes, of course. I thought that was obvious to everyone,
Yeah, 'cause-
especially you.
Yeah.
no. Is that specific to this?
This world.
Okay.
The wizards of this world. Any arcane spellcaster uses glyph magic. So,
I feel.
and unlike typical D&D,
Yeah.
it has a chance of failure.
Ooh. there's
With
a glass
wild,
ceiling
with,
Yeah.
with wild magic results.
Okay.
So, yes, just like the sorcerer.
So we get in this
Well
thing,
played.
right?
So you get on top of it, and you find yourself on top of this thing. There appears to be a stairwell going down.
So it's not a stairway to heaven.
Dash,
Okay.
that's you again.
All right.
Yeah, I'll stealth my way in.
Is there light down there?
Yes,
Okay.
there is. In fact, there appears to be this wonderful blue aura coming from inside that room below.
Well, I feel better already.
And
Oh,
let's go
one
ahead
of
and
them.
remove the sheet of paper next to you.
All right. So from. I
And
guess
you're
from-
stealth down. The room is vacant, except for a very large blue, stony-looking orb. It's glowing. It's emanating blue, unnatural blue lights,
guess so.
and
Okay.
a stairwell going down.
Okay.
And other than that, that's the only objects in here.
Does it appear to have any negative effect on me when I get into the room, or
You have a slight blue tint to you.
I dig it?
Mood lighting.
Yeah. I just motion for them to
All right.
follow.
One of the things you do
Sure.
notice, though, is there appears to be some writings etched on the circumference of the orb. Looks like perhaps common.
No, I'm not reading that shit. I'm moving on.
So what do you get your friends to come, tell them to come down, or
Yeah,
what?
I motion for them to move past, and
I am very interested in the orb, and I will read the inscription.
Yeah, I read common. I'll read it.
Can you move me next to the?
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's you.
heading this way. I
Yeah.
guess.
Same here. I'm curious.
Like about that. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, sure. So you would go to examine the room, examine the orb. There is definitely appears to be perhaps a permanent magical light spell on this thing, emanating blue. The whole room is aglow in this blue light. It almost has a swirling pattern to it, but there is no swirl on the orb itself. The lights on the room seem to almost swirl when it hits the walls.
What would an Arcana roll tell me?
Go ahead and roll.
16.
It's magical. No. There appears to be a magical light spell, maybe some sort of enhancement upon it to give it a different effect. Maybe with some sort of permanent cantrip could be done to it.
Okay, so it's a magical rave. It's not going to start spitting out fireballs.
Not as far as you can tell.
Let's find some hobgoblins and kill 'em.
There's,
That's kinda my feelings,
But
is
upon
moving on.
reading it, though,
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Here
it
come the
says
explosive runes.
dream and wish.
I wish all the hobgoblins were dead.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. How would we know? They're not in this room. Well, we might investigate this further later, but this
But again,
this
you're
place
only
is
looking
probably
at the orb.
this place is probably swarming with hobgoblins. So let's proceed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're waiting for Dex to say come down
No,
another
I'm
level,
moving
right?
down. I'm
Yeah.
Gonna go down?
Yeah. Moving
Well,
on.
let's remove another one. Okay, you find yourselves at this junction. There are two doors.
Okay. The DM reached for more notes. We're fucked.
What do you think was going to be down here? The Girl Scouts?
There's a door to the left
was
and
hoping.
a door to the right.
I'm gonna catch hell for this, but if you go right, you can't go wrong.
Sure.
I'll open the door on the right.
Okay.
Actually, I'll check it for traps first.
That's
You
good.
open the door on the right. You're gonna check for traps.
Yeah.
Good. What's your plus?
Well, is it investigate? I would assume. Plus 3?
Yes, I think so.
So plus 3.
Plus 3. All right. So you go ahead and check. Does not appear to be trapped.
Okay, then I appear to try to open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and the room on the right appears to be filled with different books.
Books.
Seems to be a small little library in here.
Okay. That's great, and
And then, of course, there is...
maybe there's some worth to either monetarily or for a spellcaster, perhaps. But
And I'm sorry.
that's not why we're here right now.
I agree.
There was one more door on the other side of the room.
Imminent danger leads me to believe that this is a great room to look at later.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
But
let's go to the next one.
Yeah. I'll go through.
Okay.
Is this
anybody
door
else
trapped?
go into the room with them?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll go in.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep an eye, making sure nobody's coming up.
All right.
But I'll eventually follow them.
Everybody, just go ahead and make me a will saving throw.
Will save. Ooh. That comes off wisdom, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. My
I was about
bad.
to say.
Wisdom saving throw.
19.
18.
19.
19.
22.
22.
8.
8.
Natural 1.
Yeah, natural one. I thought you said 18.
No.
Good job.
I didn't
Oh,
say
okay.
anything.
Okay.
Plus,
You know,
plus 5.
no one notices anything.
Oh, okay.
Gentlemen,
Other than there's a
Could've
door
totally
that you
played
open.
gentlemen, a round of applause for our cleric.
But we don't notice anything happening.
Nothing.
The one
no
with a
one
bonus
notices
to his
anything
will
happen.
save.
Yeah.
The clerics always had 2 heads. No. One of them with demon horns. No. So
He's taken 2 hits.
you opened the You said you opened the second door, right?
I checked the second door for traps.
And you find none.
Then I opened the second door.
You open the second door to find what appears to be an alchemist lab, perhaps. There are various different liquids in here, and some of them are bubbling under low heat, and others of them are going through different.
Does it appear like something that would have to be like actively watched, or is it like somebody might be hiding in here at this point?
You're not a wizard.
You're right, I'm not. Best guessing. I look back to the wizard.
Uh,
Can I deduce anything from what I see?
Yes. Apparently, they are using using this lab. Everything is on a slow burn, which does not require immediate supervision to see what's going on, but perhaps periodic checks to make sure different stages of things are happening at certain times.
Soylent Green is made out of urchins.
Do we see any prepared potions nicely, conveniently labeled for us?
There is really nothing like an assembly finish line. Like here's a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah.
There are various containers that appear to be the end point for something to drop into,
Yeah.
and it's hard to tell if they're finished or not without
Okay.
seeing what was added and what stage it's gone through.
All
and
right. So there's.
maybe,
Essence
but
of
it's going to take
street
some
urchin.
time to
Yeah.
get
delicious.
that.
Again, I don't think we necessarily have time to hang out here and
No, we
investigate.
don't.
One of the things you notice, there appears to be large quantities of blood in some of the vials. I mean, in some of the beakers and things.
Okay. Alchemy, urchin blood. Let's go.
So, and there's a door, one more door on the other side, which appears to be barred from this side.
Oh,
Although
well.
this is an unusual level of interest in the arcane arts for most hobgoblins.
Yeah, well, that was the
we're not
floating
dealing.
invisible castle. I thought was a little off too.
I think this
This
does
is
tip.
above
I'm no expert, but
This is above their pay grade.
I think this does tip us off that there's likely a spellcaster wandering around.
What gave you that idea?
So what do? There's a door on the other side of this room
We
that
open
is
that door.
barred from this side.
Locked on this side?
Yes, and it has a little peaky
Oh,
door
I
on the
used the
top.
peaky thing. Actually, I checked to see if that's trapped first, and then I looked through it.
Yeah.
You know-
the trap is there's a zombie in the other room waiting to poke you in the eye.
He didn't search for any traps whatsoever when we went through the shit sewers.
Yeah.
But when we get here, he's searching for traps.
Goddamn mages. Need I say more?
No traps to be found.
Perfect. I look through the door and see what I can see.
Oh, my goodness. I need you to make another disadvantage will save.
That's not right.
Ouch.
The Medusa says hi.
Medusa can fuck off. That's not good.
Oh.
You said disadvantage?
Yes.
2.
Okay.
Unless I roll a 1. No.
All right.
19 on that one. No, 2. 2. So, I'm sorry. Total of
Doesn't matter.
5.
Nothing noticeable seems to happen.
Okay.
As far as you're concerned, everything's okay.
so what does he see?
As you open it, inside there is the aroma of body odor hits you.
You see a noticeable like tail flip of like ugh.
And you look inside, and you see two individuals inside. One appears to be a human child. You know, the ages are hard for you.
Yeah,
But
they're
he's-
human. That's weird.
He looks older than the other children you saw.
Okay.
And another one appears to be a grown-up dwarf that appears to be just the only thing he has really on him is kind of tattered loincloth and like someone took his shirt too and just yanked it down. It appears to be beaten and bruised. And as you open the little as you open the little door, they the light kind of from the light source you have kind of hits them, and they're like, the dwarf is just kind of like, whoa, it's bright, almost. But the child can see you, and it isn't as affected as really by it.
Yeah, that's great. You're safer in here than you are out here right now. We'll be back later.
Okay.
So it was a cell of prisoners?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
barred. It's barred from
He
your
just-
side.
Yeah. Well, we can at least leave the door unlocked for him.
Hell no.
No?
Why not? If we all die, they can still make some kind of attempt to escape.
Exactly.
Or they come out and try to kill us later. I don't know what the hell they are.
Oh, I thought you did know what they are. I thought
Well,
they were
I
a
don't know
small
what's been-
child and a captive dwarf.
Okay, then we'll come back for them in a minute.
Okay, whatever. Let's move on.
All right. So that leaves you one door left,
Yeah, down. Oh no, I'm sorry, the one to the
I'm
left.
passing
and
along
a stairwell down.
I'm passing along some of my thinner rations through the thing just to get them
Okay.
fed. We'll be right there. Yeah. Here's some fig Newtons. I'll be right back.
The
Ugh.
dwarf is just like going after the food. I mean, he just looks malnourished and everything else.
Say something for the kid.
The child, he goes after some too, but he's not nearly as bad off as the dwarf.
Okay.
So he looks a lot. I mean, he looks a lot healthier than the dwarf does.
Okay.
I've moved on. I
All right.
don't care.
All right, so you have the other room.
Again, traps.
You check for traps, and yes, you find traps.
Fine traps. All right. How about attempting to disarm the traps?
Okay, appears to be the room is locked.
Okay.
It appears to have a poison spring trap on it.
All right. Something coming out of the handle, or what are we talking? Like if I turn it, or what? How am I dealing with it?
It looks like if you try to jiggle the handle or something like that enough, that it would spring it.
All right. I'm gonna try to disable it.
Okay, go ahead.
Disabling the trap. That's my proficiency bonus. Want to make sure about the save to do that. I want my proficiency bonus to do that.
What's the worst that could happen to you?
I die. That's
No, that's not the worst that can happen is that I die.
perspective is everything. I see.
Or that he falls back in the crap again.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that's got to be 16.
16. Okay, you successfully disable it.
All right. Okay. After that,
You gotta unlock it.
okay. Do I need another save to unlock the door?
No, not a save, but just you have to do a disarm.
Okay. 10.
10. You successfully disarm it.
Okay.
It wasn't extremely hard to get the lock open. And
Now that I'm not
you
going
open
to
the
get
door.
stabbed by the poison, yeah, that's great.
You open the door.
Yeah.
Okay.